Hello. It looks like what we have is Midas or Muerta mostly. I don't think Krampus is good and Morgan Le Fay is great later. I might dream into her. So Muerta or Midas? I think I'll take Muerta. I'm not going to win this one anyway, if the opponent... No, I could tie with Labyrinth Minotaur, maybe. But I'm too tempted by the familiar. Next round it's Mad Mim plus Witch's Brew, which will make the familiar a 2-2. Kinda average, but potential for growth. It's worth something. Well, at this point we're doing okay. Not amazing, but good enough. Should be able to tie with most boards. Dragon might be annoying. It's so erratic. Sometimes the dragons get nothing, no triples, no nothing. Other times the dragon gets an early 6 or 7 cost artifact, or even a 4, let's assume. He picks level 3 for example the Brave Princess, gets Fool's Gold, suddenly he has double your gold the entire game. Yeah. That's a bit more than I can chew. Suppose Forbidden Fruit does that. There's really not much here, so let's bet. Do we take this tiny or a crafty maybe? I'll go with the tiny. A bit more risky, but definitely high reward. That kind of damage is what you need to handle beefy boards like we just fought. I mean, we actually took 7 damage so early. Oh, excellent. Seeing as we managed to slay, we should be in a good spot for next round. Interesting. Not exactly what I was looking for, but that's the best 2-cost here, certainly. The question is, do I just pick the Rainbow Unicorn? It's technically the biggest character here, I suppose. Although it won't stay. I'd be better off buying something that I wouldn't have to replace so soon? No, I don't think so. Just give me the biggest. No, that's more like it. Princess Peep with Good Witch is nice. We also get the White Stag. And finally there's Wish Upon a Star here. All prime picks. I think we'll start with Peep and Stag, and around after that we'll go with the Wish. That seems like a plan, depending on, of course, who we're fighting, but I don't think we Wish next round no matter what happens. Yeah, this guy put all of his power into this 10-5 frog and then it gets 2-shot. Suppose it's okay for him, he has a treasure map, it means a 3 levels up and a level 3 is 6, so in terms of artifacts, I mean. Definitely not going to be sorry when that happens, if it happens. You might die and just not see artifacts, but I think if you focus on artifacts you should be able to find one. Well, having said that, what we have right now is a decent board. It's really not too bad. Is this better? Maybe it is. Who knows? Well, that was an okay trade, I guess. Obviously we can't lose this one, it's silly. That's a decent amount of damage, I guess. Let's pick this thing. We're fighting against first place, but we can't delay any longer. Normally I would be quite happy with Sleeping Princess, but not now, I'm level 4 already. There's actually something to be said for hoarding familiars when you're playing against Muerta, because of how many spells you can cast. If you get a spellbook, maybe an upgraded one, and just spam spells that way. It's something that can happen, certainly. The thing is, this is a 3-3, I guess I could place it here instead, sell the dwarf and buy another, I suppose. I'm not sure how much I should invest in the possibility of going mages, but I really like mages, I'll give it a spin. Worst case scenario, maybe they triple and I get a moderately sized character for the mid game. All depends on how many spellbooks I can get my hands on. These things are incredibly tanky. I think the Book of Heroes must have done a lot for them. No, it can't be Book of Heroes, they'd have higher attack than they do. I need to hit this, but... oh well, let's just do more damage. So, there's nothing here that particularly benefits me. I guess this isn't bad, but we'll be taking it, sure. We don't need more attack on that though. Sell? Sell. Edusa? Like so? Certainly. Well, we got a little stronger, I'd say. I mean... in this way we... do we actually do it this way instead? Yes, the stag will hit first. That's such a nice synergy. And with the Edusa being protected, she has a much higher chance of actually getting to hit the opponent. We are very happy with this. Also the mere presence of the dragon here is quite nice because it's Geppetto. Obviously he wants to have support on animals. Hopefully he doesn't have them, but I won't hold my breath for it. Decent, right? I mean, I'm not sure it's more effective than just killing one of the princess peeps. Decent target, honestly. Not that one. Doesn't really matter. Those sheep were annoying. I guess I'll take it, it might matter. Do I guess Lady of the Lake isn't bad. The rest really don't matter, do they? I mean, I could take Princess Peep, but I really don't feel as though it's worthwhile. Guess we'll see if this matters. I wonder if I should take Copycat? No, I shouldn't. If I had a book already, I might have considered it. Because it's familiar will definitely be a decent mid-game play if it actually triples. So Mask turn into Selwa. That's dangerous. Selwa and Horde Dragon are really dangerous if they get going. Suppose I'm in no position to contend for the top anyway. I first have to get over this rough patch where I really don't have much in the mid game. I should probably have shifted things around a bit. I'm not sure how though. I'd want the dragon to go first, but... such a waste. Exactly. That's another waste. Things are really not going my way. This hits here, no. Well, if this hits here, then at least it's a tie. I do feed him another, but... I guess I could. Okay. Runestones? We only have one monster, so it's very questionable to go for it. On the other hand, we can build it until 6, it's not a bad idea. I think we'll do that. Do you want the Wretched Mummy? Nah. I don't really believe in winning either, honestly. Quite a few animals, note. Well, here's what it is. If we can triple a 5 or get a Nyan maybe, especially now with only Tyrant, it's not too bad in fighting too, then its level 6 artifact could change the game for us. Singing Sword is so good early, but it's not the only one. Even a feather is better than nothing. If you have such a game as Dragon, well, that's about where you end. Really, there's no point not doing it. Okay, Drumeo. Excellent. That's sad. That's really sad. I don't have a chance, at least Drumeo isn't coming back, but how relevant is that, anyway? Okay, the upgraded character dying is, well, exactly what you'd want. And that's it, that's the potential. I mean, if you think about it, Drumeo with Reduplicator and an upgraded Juliet is a nightmare. We still don't have anything in the way of, no, that's so. Of Last Breath. So we are currently very sad. This is our last breath, pretty much. I mean, if we had a book, I might have considered Aeon, but no. Here's a book, though. Well, I couldn't know that it would come. Let's see. This combo is pretty much done. Let's speak something better. Start selling, and then we'll see. Supposing we do it like this. I'm not 100% sure. I do want the Cupid, but I'll have too many of those defenseless things that want to go first, honestly. Between the Cupid and Duza and Sirens, just... Siren isn't defenseless, but you know what I mean. Huh. That's an interesting one. It's ranged, it's support, and it's monster. Also a bit of help for Siren. It's not too bad. Well, let's see about it. Okay, that was a great target. That's a bit of a shame. Well, that's helpful. No, not that helpful. Would have preferred a 27-27. get to 24-24, and we won't win, but at least we won't take too much damage. Not that it matters, as long as we don't die. It's the same. Taking more or less damage is immaterial. These are really not doing much for me. Okay, I guess this does something. Something like this. She does need space, so... Is the 1818 better than just the dragon, if the dragon kills the support? As far as I remember, Mrs. Claus, didn't she have... No, I haven't fought her for a while. Unless she was also Rose? No, I think it was somebody else. Well, let's see. It's not that we are that weak, but it's not looking good, honestly. You can see it for yourself, 5 HP. Actually, everybody's a little low. It's unexpected for everyone to take so much damage. Think about it, you have 4 guys with 12 and down HP, and then the only ones with over 20 are the top 2. 2 are already dead, and nobody's even 6, so... This is definitely one of the faster games, which sort of explains why it's really not a good idea to take things that grow over time. Everybody's in a rush. Well, that was awful. I could get it back though if I begin and my yeah, still something decent. I'm not sure it's decent, but it's better than nothing. Okay, we've gotten our... I was going to say we've gotten our value from the donkeys. It's definitely not a loss for us, if anything, because of the damage that the donkeys are dealing while killing him. It's 6 damage for the donkeys. So that's nice for us. Hopefully one other guy will die. No, he didn't. Let's see what we can do. That's an interesting one, I guess. Question is this thing better? At most it's 24-24, so I'd say not. Should I take the dragon and place it first instead of Dusa? No, I don't think so. I think it's a waste of gold. We'll just put a Piggy Morph and roll. The Piggy Morph is important here. If we survive one more round, there's 2 others with 5 HP. It's all about surviving just a bit more in order to guarantee a much higher placement. If we can kill this guy, which shouldn't be impossible depending on how strong he is, we do have some decent counters. I mean, lots of small fries are not very good against monsters in general, depending on just how small we're talking here. Also, creatures that spawn creatures are terrible against Dusa. Depends on what he's got again. Can't believe we've only ever had 1 artifact the entire game from that familiar. Still, we're doing okay, I think. Minimum top 5, so it's not terrible. Okay, that's a very decent hex. Now get the bear. She's getting something, sure. I'm honestly not too fast right about now. Depending on whether the Oni Kings have the bad luck to be matched up against something big or something small. Small it is then. There's only one big thing, which is the vulture thing. So long as they hit something that doesn't kill them, then they will survive, and then my growth will continue unabated, which means you lose. Not sure if I can actually have 6 of them alive, I'm pretty sure I can't. In order to beat this guy. No, it's only 3, so he survives. I mean, in order to kill, not beat. We beat him. There we have top 4. I don't think another Dusa is good. These trees don't fit. Okay. Level 6 artifact is important. A spirit is. There's nothing else here that's even good. No, that's not true. 2, 4, 5, no 6 and no 3, so we couldn't have made it anyway. Let's take this spell. It's pretty decent in many situations. I wouldn't even say no to Cupid, but no, that would be silly. Something like this, I guess. Well, we have gotten significantly stronger because everything gets an additional 7, so 21-21 when the int attacks now. And on top of that, we've also condensed a bit. That means 1 Oni Tyrant that's harder to kill, although it is more instrumental if it gets sniped when done. And that's it, I think. We grew this guy a bit. There's been some improvement. Really want Pumpkin if we're going monsters, and we haven't seen any other 6 at all. Usher Down or anything of the sort. Well, that was utterly useless as a spell, and that was it. The game's over. A real shame. I would have liked to have seen my chances here. Suppose if we can get our hands on double what? Juliet? Romeo would be better because it would deny him Juliet. I still don't see us winning at all. Correction, we do win even with Oni Tyrant killed. I can't believe it. Power of Spear, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that guarantees top 3, perhaps top 2 if Geppetto lost. Yeah, he did. So we're doing quite well for ourselves. This Jomang is a monster. There's little reason not to include it considering there's no pumpkin here. So we'll take it. Giving health to Jomang, maybe? No, to Iron Tyrant, right? So it doesn't die like last time. Makes it a lot safer. And we do have 1 slay, so coincidentally, Muerta's hero power the entire game has been like another 1 or 2 sheep maybe back then, and now another spell. Utterly useless. We just couldn't find any use for him. I suppose the best use for him is Good Boy. Pretty decent with dwarves, I guess. You can get a pretty large Tweedledum. And of course Juliet. You can also make some use of things like Monster Book and Wretched Mummy if you have the build-up, which we didn't. We also didn't have any royal build-up, so I don't think we could have done much better in terms of using our hero power, but it's one of those games where you struggle the entire game, yet somehow you reach the top. I don't think we're going to win this, but what do I know? We might. Okay, that was a decent start. That thing surviving on 1 is very annoying because now it's hard to kill. Ah, 1 off. And now it eats my biggest guy. Well, I think we've lost decisively. Oh, no Juliet. Why wasn't there Juliet? I think I turned Juliet to stone, right? That would be why. Do I try to double her? I mean, it's a bit questionable, isn't it? I'm trying to triple, I'm sorry, Sullen Siren. I'm not sure what else to do though. How do I grow? Something tells me trying to triple Southern Siren is a mistake. Baba Yaga? Supposing we did it like so. Hand of Midas, I don't have the time to buy anything. Monkey's Paw, not worth it. Sword of Fire and Dice, I guess. I'm still not 100% certain on this, but I guess we'll have to try and make it work. Oh, that was good. That was decent. Oh, it survived. That's such a big deal. 1 HP difference. Well, that means we win this one. And incidentally, that 1 HP, this is 6. It would have died if I hadn't picked that one, if I was greedy and this instead decided to pick the Hand of Midas, saying, well, if I do win, then I'd have a much better chance. Then I'd be dead right now, probably. Oh, potentially. Since my hero power does nothing, we'll take a different one. Trophy Hunter, Last Breath is also Slay. Seems silly. Cast King seems bad. I could take Pop. Since we don't much have Last Breath, right? And I could take Mask. Mask is not useful this round, which is what I'm looking for. Every round I'm just trying to win this round. Honestly, it's a bit disappointing. I would have preferred... Well, the best of the best would have been... what's her name? Morgane Le Fay, but giving everything 5/5 out of Grandma is also fine, and there were others. And we don't really need these guys. I can't help but wonder if I should have swapped User for Doom Breath a while ago. Simply because of the kind of backline that people have in Slay and Animals and Royals. It's so vulnerable most of the time that Doom Breath does a lot of work. I haven't really changed anything, just given a bit more stats with Pop. So it's a bit of a wasted effort for me. He just needs one good match. I don't know if he'll get one though. Okay, that's a good Slay for him. That's a bad one for me. At least this guy's gone, not sure. Ah, that's terrible. No, wait, do I lose? Yeah, I lose. Ah, so close. So close. One more 50-50 going my way, although I've been fairly lucky these kind of last 1-2 combats. Can't say that the odds were in my favor to be first place. Not only did I need to win so many times, but also winning was, I think, 40-60 in his favor most of the time. Anyway, very satisfying considering how we've struggled the entire game and still came up second place. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.